Hey everybody, it's Ruby. So I didn't know I was going to be filming today, but I ended up getting a bunch of downloads last night. And so I am coming on here to kind of report back to you what I got. And I had been planning on doing a reading for the upcoming energy for the partial lunar eclipse in Pisces that's going to be happening on the 17th. I was going to be pulling energies on that this upcoming week anyway, but I was meditating on that energy, and so I started getting some messages from Spirit. First I saw the moon card, which is a little bit on the nose, which I understand. I understand that's a little bit on the nose. You know, when it comes to eclipse energy, I always have this saying about them that it expedites the inevitable energies that are coming through. So when it comes to Pisces, this is about things coming to light, which you already kind of know intuitively, but it's like secrets and things like that that are coming out that you just cannot unsee anymore. And what they were talking about with the moon, though, there are the elements of the moon, which the moon card, which is relevant to this, and I'll get to that. But what they were really focusing on for me on this energy was the dog and the wolf that is on the traditional tarot card. The dog and the wolf. Okay, so there's different, you know, with each tarot card, there's a bunch of different meanings that you can get for each card. Some of it is how you view it. Some people read more intuitively. And some people assign meanings to cards as well, which it's all about using the card as a divination tool and using your own intuition to interpret what you're reading. And what I was really seeing with the dog and the wolf this time, sometimes I see it as your wild side and your tame side. And sometimes it's about either those two things coming together, or it can be about the difference between the two. The tame side versus what you want deep down, wildly, sacral chakra, they're saying to me right now. And I think there's an element of that to this, but then I heard, watch your back. Okay, and I'm not trying to scare anybody because this energy could be for anyone, but then it was moving into an energy of a block, but this is an intentional block that has been put in for somebody that is in your situation. Okay, so that could be you or someone you know. So it could, like if you're on the twin flame journey, it could be you, your divine masculine, somebody who is in your life and their life, that there has been an intentional block put in, which has either caused confusion between the two of you, or also just a feeling of you don't know where your next step is going to be. Because the moon energy is about things that can be hidden, but it can be subconscious fears, subconscious worries, anxiety, thinking your feelings versus feeling your feelings, and not really being able to see the path, because in the moonlight, you can't see everything. You can only see what's right in front of you. And in the Light Seers Tarot, this one, there's a moon card in here, in that card deck, which depicts someone drowning in their emotions, drowning in the water, because water is emotions. But this is about, I believe, a really big choice point that is coming into play. Now, someone has directly blocked this in some way. And I also think that the divine feminine does have a block in her life as well. So if it's you thinking that your divine masculine has a block, and I'm doing this from the perspective of the divine feminine, just so that we don't get confused. I think that the divine feminine has a block or somebody working against them in their life as well. And this could be career. This could also be love, like they're blocking something for you, divine feminine. So I want to go ahead and get some information on that and see what we get. But I also heard the phrase love and fear. You know, there's that phrase, that quote, there's only two energies in the world. There's love and there's fear. And it's a choice point. And so one of the depictions of the wolf and the dog are fear and love, right? And then I asked for a word to describe that. That word, I'm losing it right now. What is the word that you had told me to use? All right, it'll come back to me. But it's like when you have a knowing, when you have two truths that you know to be true, or two conflicting, direct, opposite beliefs that are fighting against each other, cognitive dissonance, okay? That's a psychological term, and that's my background, so I can't like erase that part of my history. But cognitive dissonance is really the energy that they were describing regarding that element of this moon card that I was getting. Two conflicting opposite beliefs that you believe to be true at the same time, which can cause doubt and fear and not really knowing where you're going to be stepping next. So those are the things that I got. I do think that there is someone working behind the scenes to block things, or so this could be, I think this is just a third party element. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, third party. It doesn't have to be family. It doesn't have to be friends. It could be something specific though that is directly impacting things within the relationship. And if you have a hint on what I'm talking about, then that is what it is for you, okay? And so I think that part of the energy that's going to be coming out in this partial eclipse in Pisces is all about inner knowing, right? It's about trusting yourself and believing what's going on in here, because a lot of times we block our intuition because we don't want to believe something to be true, or that facing that truth would mean repercussions that we don't really want to face or deal with all the time. But remember, everything that happens is something that you can utilize in a positive way. I'm not saying that everything that happens in this life is going to be something that is just, we're going to view it as being positive when it's obviously a horrible scenario that has happened to you. And I'm not minimizing that in any way. But the lenses that we look through, like if you imagine we all have lenses that we perceive our world through. So if you have pink sunglasses on, you're going to see everything with a hint of pink on it, right? The perspective that we choose to view these things through and these revelations that are going to be coming into place is really key, because you can choose to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this person that I thought was this was doing that. That is a completely normal response to finding something out that you didn't want to believe to be true. Or you can sit with it feel that emotion, feel the betrayal, feel the feelings that you're feeling, and try to do so with a perspective of divine detachment of that, and view it a little bit farther back. And ask the question, what am I supposed to be learning from this scenario, and how can I move forward in my own life where I can view this as an experience that I'm going to choose to learn from. And now, if there were any questions about whatever situation you're thinking of, it's going to provide some sort of personal closure to you, because you may not get closure as we traditionally view closure. Like that person be like, oh, I just know that I was wrong. I know that I did you wrong. I know I did all these things to you. I fully admit everything. How often do we really get that in our life? Not that often. I mean, not for me. I haven't, because I have a lot of experience with narcissists in my life. I was raised by a mother who was a severe narcissist, and that person is never wrong. Or people that are living in dark energy or acting out of dark energy in any way, no matter what the reason is, their glasses are fogged. Whether they choose to on them themselves and fog them up, or if they are creating a reality in which they need to survive, their ego needs to survive in a certain way. Either way, they're not going to give you that closure. So how are you going to get that yourself? Well, sometimes it's through revelations. Sometimes it's through secrets coming out. And then you, with your free will, determining how you are going to learn from it, figure out your role in it, because we always have a part of it that we are a part of. It's either a lesson we need to learn, or we can put ourselves in these situations. We can choose not to speak up for ourselves, or Spirit is giving you a lesson, or Saturn, right, about what you need to learn for your soul's evolution. But it's hard in the moment to feel that. It's hard not to feel the pain. And I'm not asking you not to feel the pain. I'm asking you to also try to look at it from a vantage point of detachment. And it takes practice. It's like working a muscle that you learn over time. And as you do spiritual work on yourself, you do inner child work, you do all of these things to try to improve yourself, that muscle will build up, and it will become a little bit less painful to go back and look at those specific things and say to yourself, okay, I'm going to be able to unhook myself from the emotion of this that I'm feeling and ask some more deep questions about what's going on here. And that is the meat of it. Because when you do that, it helps unhook you from the pattern as well. So for me, I had a pattern of involving myself with narcissists, and they were drawn to my light throughout all my 20s and 30s, right? They were drawn to my light. But I can tell you, I will never have another narcissist in my life that I choose to bring in. Now, it's not that that lesson won't come back to me in another way, like where they're coming in through someone else I know or something like that. But I can tell you now that pattern has been broken because I've unhooked myself from that. So I hope that that makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards here about, like, what does Spirit want to say about all of this? So they're telling me to use, because I didn't have a plan on what I'm going to pull here. They're telling me to use the spiritual journey oracles for this. All right. So these are from Lightworker Tarot and Oracle, Barbara. And it's a great oracle deck for general spiritual guidance. So what do you want to tell my collective here about this partial lunar eclipse energy that's going to be coming in, the moon? And we're going to get some messages regarding twin flame specifically, or we'll see what comes out regarding that aspect of it as well. I'm just tuning into the energy. That's why I do the soft focus and I'm not really looking at the camera. All right, Spirit, please give me some insight on what we had talked about. What do you want to say about this energy, please? Divine feminine. The feminine energy exhibits strong intuition, the ability to nurture, heal, and show compassion through gentleness and patience. All right, so I was really feeling that when it comes to the intuition part here. And then I'm also noticing almost all these cards have that moon with the stars on them. I wasn't really thinking about that, but okay. Underneath we have self-development. They're saying this one, expansion, okay. Underneath, we have self-development and expansion. So self-development says, recognize needs you may be neglecting and nurture that part of you yearning for growth. Never stop working on yourself. That's what I'm talking about. This full moon, this eclipse, the partial lunar eclipse here. All right, this is an opportunity with whatever is revealed or whatever energies are coming into play for you for your own self-development, but it's coming in that 5D energy. It's not coming in the obvious, what's right in front of you. And that's why I'm saying you're having to use your intuition to feel that energy, to get through it the easiest that you can, okay? And then expansion, same thing. New opportunities are being presented now. Walk through the door to greater experiences and abundance, right? All right, can we please get, okay, they want me to use a life situations card. Now, even if the rest of this reading doesn't really apply to you, I hope that, because this is a general reading when we're getting more specific, but I hope that what I talked about, generally speaking, does resonate with you. And if it does, please let me know. Comment, like, and add to the collective energy so I can tap into it more deeply. And please get a card for Divine Feminine. I do think there might be some element of discussion about blocks. Divine Feminine. Okay, thank you. Answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then look at this crown chakra explosion here. Wowie, wow, wow, right? So this might this might blow out your crown chakra. And I actually have had that experience over this last week where I'm having things that are happening that I'm just like feeling like I'm up-leveling timelines almost every day, every couple days. It's like, because I've actually asked for, personally, I've asked for karmic reward if I should have a lot of karmic reward coming to me, let's just say. But I did say I want to have it in spiritual up-leveling. I want to have it in spirit. I want to have it in my own understanding, in my own just up-leveling for my spirituality. Underneath, going forward, don't dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. Yeah, this expansion, this self-development that's in this 5D energy that I'm talking about is about harnessing what happens, detaching yourself enough to feel the feelings with the understanding of enough emotional detachment to understand that it is a lesson or a gift of a silver lining with this situation. Your answers are going to be unfolding. They're saying another one, valley of shadows. Step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. That's the moon. That's like the moon energy I was talking about. You're going forward through the darkness and using your own intuition, and the answers are going to be unfolding for you. And if it's a block, like we had talked about, it'll become more clear. And if you've been blocking your intuition on whatever this is for you, that's going to become clear. Can you give me one overall tarot card, please? I had seen, when I was talking about spiritual upgrades and stuff, I had seen the Raising Consciousness card, the Souls on Fire deck. That's one of the extra cards, or the only extra card in the deck. If we get that card, I will explain it, but that's about basically spiritual up-leveling here. All right, so tell me about this. Divine feminine energy is about receiving, relaxing into allowing. It's not really about taking action. The answers are unfolding for you, and it will create expansion. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. The answers are coming in. This is about something that you're learning. You could also be receiving a message, or this could be about a physical child. I'm going to put these couple back. Underneath, yeah, we have Devil. Devil, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Sun, Raising Consciousness card. Can't make it up, folks. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Devil, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Sun, Raising Consciousness, Nine of Pentacles, Moon, and Two of Cups. That's right. I knew that card was going to come out. That's why, because at first I was like, maybe I just won't say it because I'm feeling the energy of it. But then I'm like, every time I do that, the card comes out and then I can't be like, well, I was thinking that card. So I had to mention it. And there it is. Okay, so underneath, there is Devil energy behind here. There could be something about rage, or this is somebody cutting it out. This is what you don't see. Either seeing it and recognizing it and cutting it out of your life, or somebody's going to do something really reckless and dumb. And it's going to cause a movement forward where it shifts the trajectory of the entire thing. So we have this to start, right? This is what I'm looking at. Then it moves right into here. Movement forward towards the sun and this expansion of your own self-development, which is creating you. This is very much divine feminine type energy, like taking care of yourself, looking after yourself, making sure that your bills are paid, making sure that, you know, you have ish handled in your life. And here we have this moon going through, like this is you, going through the valley of shadows and moving forward, harnessing that energy. And it is going to lead to Two of Cups. What does Spirit want to say? 10 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Emperor. There's Divine Masculine. Knight of Pentacles, Lovers, 3 of Cups, and Fool. All right, so their answers are unfolding. you're in complete receiving mode here and allowing, which is where you need to be divine feminine. This is all about learning a lesson, learning something, a message possibly to that's 5D energy we just talked about, but this is about happiness. This is about rest and recovery and recovering from pain, heartache. This could also be whatever, because 4 of Swords comes after 3 of Swords, and 3 of Swords is often about third-party energy, words, thoughts, or actions that have caused an interference in the relationship. The Emperor, I think during this time, this could have been very stagnant at one point. Because we have the 4 of Swords, Emperor, Knight of Pentacles. 4 of Swords is resting. It's like inaction. It's like doing nothing but just healing. And the Emperor is flanked by those. So there was a lot of stagnancy, but I'm not seeing flighty energy except for what's in the underneath about whatever devil energy is being cut out or the rage around that. But there was a lot of stagnancy here. But I think someone's taking control of their life because this Emperor is showing up in full divine masculine energy. They're not showing even up as a king. They're showing up as Emperor, Knight of Pentacles. So it may have seemed very stagnant, but the answers have unfolded while you're sitting in this divine feminine energy. And now the Lovers is here with three of Cups and Fool. Right? So this is a decision. This is a decision point. This could be a decision point for you. It could be a decision point for them. The answers are unfolding and a choice is going to be made here about this. And you both may be making your own decisions about this. A choice between, Lovers can be a choice between love and fear. Head versus heart. You know, choosing love over fill in the blank. Right? And it's like the choice between third-party interference and jumping off into the unknown with you. And I think you're going to have a decision that you're going to be making too. And it's all going to be coming from what you've learned in your experience here. And whatever's being discovered in this, what you don't see energy in the Valley of Shadows, your own expansion about yourself and what you've learned. And you both have a decision to make. And you're both going to be getting, I think it's like, what is exposed here with the moon and the sun and the devil. I don't think there's going to be any more confusion about what's actually going on with anyone else's intentions. Okay, so if you have been blocked, if there was some sort of mind games being played anywhere in the situation, I think that things are going to become crystal clear. The moon, you know, she's looking, they're telling me to look at the moon. She's bending over to pet the dog. She's choosing love. And that might be for herself. Depends on how they're coming in after you, right? Depends on what you've already decided for yourself. But I do think there's a lot of clarity that's going to be coming in for you. So I want to sing the Be Prepared from Lion King. That song's coming in. So let me know what happens. Get yourself in the energy of divine detachment and ride the wave. All right, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what happens, and I'll be back next time. Happy Saturday, or whenever you're watching this, and good luck through this energy. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.